And I've been looking around, but it's not in my vision. All that I got is earned, not given, but I feel locked down like my brain in prison. Spend a couple thousand to ease my mind, then I get it back, but I know I'm not fine. Everything built up all over time, but I gotta let it out, I can't hold it inside. Keep a smile on my face when they looking at me, but I know that's my only disguise. I be trying to get away from my problems. Yeah, you can run, but you can't hide. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. I'm starting to feel like I've been under pressure. I'm keeping my foot on their neck, I won't let up. I know when I fall down, I gotta just get up. I brush it all off, I'm better than ever. Been through a lot, but I'm never gonna settle. Know that I've been heating up like a kettle. Thinking back when I was studying dental, now I got plaques coming on the way, that's special. Yeah, they all come from my spot, but I never stop moving. Gotta do more when I feel like I'm losing. Putting in work, that's the only solution. You the only one who you really be fooling. Damn, trying to find peace inside my head. I've been talking to God, but I'm left on red. I ain't got time to be feeling upset, so I keep doing my best. I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them. Yeah, I've been up fighting my demons, and they be trying to pull me in. Yeah, every night I seen them. I won't back down, I'ma beat them.
Reddit user Jaw1073 says, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and ask, am I ready for this life? You won't be able to go back to mediocre after this.
Are you ready for this life? Find out at Samsung.com/reserve.
We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, run it up, made a lot, but that's not enough. Got the labels all calling us, talking to me, but I hang it up, cause I got my fans and I'm proud of us. Never do it for the cameras, song a week and that's stamina. Keep it going, I'm an animal, I unleash when they let me loose. I've been ready since like '02, getting my bread, now how about you? 100%, that's all I do, so now please don't talk about me. Sold out shows, that's all I see, yeah, they said no I in team, so I gotta be MVP. Come on. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. Hey, never getting too cozy, cause they all coming for me. Used to sleep on a rollaway, now the whole team got the rollies. Roll deep in the Suburban, backseat and she working. This the life that I dreamed about when I could've paid a room service. Now it's electric curtains, but I still just scratch the surface. I'ma get right back to working, till I get my mom's the Birkin, till I get my pops the new bands, till I get my bro a few M's, till I got the whole fam, they ain't never gotta go to work again. We done came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. We came here to party tonight, celebrate for the rest of our lives. All the games we gon' leave them aside. You know man lie, woman lie, but the money multiply. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Ain't nobody fuck with me mentally. Talking that shit, you dead to me, cause I ain't got time for my enemies. Told her come through, get ahead to me. Telling that truth, it'll set you free. I ain't like them, cause I'm all I need. When it come down to it, I'ma bet on me. Let me tell you right now, I'm the realest. Ain't nobody else ever do it like I did. I ain't really had a competition in a minute, and a lot of other rappers
What's up, motherfuckers? Welcome to Easy Money, a sports betting show. July 27th, 2021. Got a pretty good slate of baseball games that we'll go through today. Probably talk a little bit about the Olympics. Talk a little NFL football. Talk some more future bets as that keeps getting closer. If you have been watching the Olympics, there's been some interesting stuff going on there. I won't talk too much about some of it because I know some people wasn't up this morning to watch the gymnastics and stuff, and they'll watch it this evening. So, but if you watch any TV or get on the internet at all, you're going to know what happened. But we'll get ready to get started. We'll go ahead and start with the Major League Baseball. Then we'll move on to some other stuff after that. First game on the baseball. Let's see, we'll go with the Brewers at the Pirates. Brewers are minus 1.5 on the run line. Minus 130 money line. Pirates are plus 110 money line. Over under for this game is at 8.5. The Brewers are 7-3 against the Pirates this season. Anderson's on the mound for the Brewers. He pitched 7 innings, allowing 1 run against the Pirates back in April. So he has had some success against them. The Pirates are 21-33 against teams with the winning record. Pirates have the worst record in baseball. In this matchup, you have Anderson against Anderson. But I like the Brewers here at the minus 130 money line. Brewers are just a better baseball team. I think they have the advantage on the mound tonight as well, but they also have the offensive advantage. Brewers are first in the National League Central. Pirates are last in the National League Central. The 8.5, I lean toward the under on the total at the 8.5. I just don't see the Pirates putting up a whole lot of runs. Next game, we'll go with the Washington Nationals at the Philadelphia Phillies. This game starts at 7:06 Eastern Time this evening. The Phillies are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 126 money line. Nationals are plus 108 money line. Over under for this game is set at 10.5. Nationals have lost 5 in a row. They have Fed on the mound tonight. He has a 4.88 ERA for the season. He has an 8.71 ERA over his last 5 starts, so he's been struggling. You have Moore on the mound for the Phillies. They have Fed on the mound tonight. One second here. Okay. Moore on the mound for the Phillies. He has a 5.79 ERA, but he has been better as of late. He has a 4.91 ERA over his last 5 starts. I would lean toward the Phillies in this game, and I would lean toward the under the 10.5. I just don't think there's going to be enough offense from either one of these teams to get to that. Next game, Miami Marlins at the Baltimore Orioles. The Marlins are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 146 money line. Orioles are plus 124 money line. Over under for this game is set at 9. You have Alcantara on the mound for the Marlins, Watkins on the mound for the Orioles. Alcantara is looking to tie his career high with 6 wins on the season. He struggled his last start out. The Orioles are 30 games under 500. This will be Watkins' third major league start. He's 2 of 3 in his starts. And the Orioles have won 6 of 7, so they've been on a little bit of a winning streak here. I like the Orioles as home dogs at the plus 124 money line. I think Watkins has been pitching well, and the Orioles, they've been hot here as late, so might as well ride that hot streak. Next game is the Yankees at the Tampa Bay Rays. Tampa Bay is minus 1.5 on the run line. They're minus 158 money line. The Yankees are plus 134 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 7.5. And the Yankees have Montgomery on the mound. The Rays have McClanahan on the mound. Yankees are 5-8 against the Rays this season. Montgomery has pitched solid this season, but he hasn't got any run support on the nights that he's pitched from his offense. McClanahan's coming off one of his best starts of the season. I like the Rays here at the minus 158. Next game is the St. Louis Cardinals at the Cleveland Indians. Cardinals are minus 1.5 on the run line. They're minus 116 on the money line. Cleveland is minus 102 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 9. Wainwright on the mound for the Cardinals. He's been solid all season. Actually, having one of the better years of his career. For the Indians, you have Quantrill on the mound. He's been sharp over his last 2 starts, only allowing 2 runs over his last 2 starts. I think the Indians may have a little bit of advantage on the offensive side of the ball, but I just don't. It's hard for me to go against Wainwright, so I would lean toward the Cardinals at the minus 116 money line. Next game is the Blue Jays at the Red Sox. Blue Jays are minus 1.5 on the run line. They are minus 134 money line. Red Sox are plus 114 money line. Over-under for this game is set at 11. Blue Jays are 4-8 versus Boston this season. You have Ray on the mound for the Blue Jays. He has a 2.10 ERA in 4 starts in July. Richards is on the mound for the Red Sox. He's allowed 4 runs and 3 home runs. He allowed 4 runs and 3 homers against Toronto last week, and he has a 6.47 ERA. I would lean toward the Blue Jays in this game. Next game is the Cincinnati Reds at the Chicago Cubs. Cubs are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 190 money line. Reds are plus 160 money line. Over-under for this game is at 10.5. Reds lost to the Cubs last night in a walk-off in the ninth inning. This is a pretty decent pitching matchup. Both these guys have been pretty solid as of late. I would lean toward the Reds as home dogs here at the plus 160. All right. Next game is the Arizona Diamondbacks at the Texas Rangers. This is a game of two of the worst teams in baseball. Rangers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 142 money line. Diamondbacks are plus 120 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 8.5. D-backs have one of the worst records in baseball, but they haven't won 5 of their last 7 games. They have Widener on the mound tonight. He has a 3.55 ERA, but he has struggled of late. He has a 6.00 ERA in July. The Rangers, they're still looking for their first win after the All-Star break. They've lost 12 in a row now. They have Dunning on the mound for the Rangers. He's been excellent at home. I would lean toward the Rangers at the minus 142 money line to snap their losing streak. Then you have the White Sox at the Kansas City Royals. White Sox are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 158 money line. Royals are plus 134 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 9.5. You have Keller on the mound for the Royals. He has a 5.84 ERA. You have Cease on the mound for the White Sox. He's been solid all season for the White Sox. White Sox are competing for their division. Royals are basically out of it for this season. Royals did beat the White Sox yesterday by a run to take the opening game in that series. But I like Cease on the mound. And I like the White Sox to even that series up today. Then you have the Detroit Tigers at the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota is minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 198 money line. The Tigers are plus 166 money line. Over under for this game is set at 9. You have Alexander on the mound for the Tigers, Maeda on the mound for the Twins. Alexander has struggled versus the Twins in 3 of the 4 outings that he's faced them. Maeda has a 2.35 ERA in his last 4 starts. But the Twins are struggling on offense big time right now, and they're starting to sell in the season. It's a game I'll probably stay away from, but I would lean toward the Tigers at the plus 166 in this game. Twins traded away their best hitter, their second best hitters on the 10-day IL. They struggle on offense right now, and I think the Tigers will be able to take advantage of that today. Next game, you have the Rockies at the Angels. Oh, my bad. The Angels are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 142 money line. Rockies are plus 120 money line. Over under for this game is set at 9. The Rockies are one of the worst teams on the road. The Angels beat the Rockies 6-2 yesterday. I lean toward the Angels in this game at the minus 142 money line. Next game, we have two of the top teams in the National League. You have the Dodgers at the Giants. The Dodgers are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 120 money line. Giants are plus 102 on the money line. And the over-under in this game is set at 8.5. You have Urias on the mound for the Dodgers. He has an ERA of 4.29 over his last 10 starts. And you have Webb on the mound for the Giants. Been pretty solid this season. He has a 2.25 ERA. This should be a fun game. Both these teams can score some runs. I'm going to go with the Giants, though, at home as the home dogs. You have the Astros at the Mariners. Astros are minus 1.5 on the money line, on the run line. Minus 164 money line. Seattle is plus 138 money line. Over under for this game is set at 8. McCullers is coming off his shortest start of the season. He only made it 3 innings his last time out. I think he gave up 3 or 4 runs in those 3 innings. Flexen for the Mariners has a 2.83 ERA. Mariners are 8-3 when he is on the mound. But the Astros, I just think the Astros lineup, it can be when they get hot, can just destroy a pitcher. I would lean toward the Astros here. At the Athletics at the Padres. Padres are minus 1.5 on the run line, minus 152 money line. Athletics are plus 128 on the money line. Over under for this game is at 8.5. You got Caprellin on the mound for the Athletics, Paddock on the mound for the Padres. Caprellin has had a real solid rookie season. He has a 2.65 ERA. You have Paddock on the mound for the Padres. He's struggled some this season. He has a 5.17 ERA. Padres have been up and down as of late. I like the Athletics with Caprellin on the mound in this game. All right, don't forget we're live every Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch with GSR Gonzo Sports Room, our sports talk show. Come check that out as well. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. Check out our YouTube page at Gonzo Sports Room. Hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate it. Also, we now have merch available. Please check out our merch store at streamlabs.com, Gonzalez Sports. Check out our merch store at streamlabs.com /Gonzalez Sports /merch, or you can click on the link in the video description. We also have a donation page on that same link if you would like to donate to the show to help the show grow. But we appreciate all the support we get. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room. If you just want the audio version, you can find it on Apple Podcast, Anchor Podcast, Spotify, Google Podcast. But anywhere you find podcast at, you can find us. All right. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll dive into probably some NFL futures. Enjoy these clips, and we'll be right back. guillotine.
Yeah.
And once your arms get dead, dude, them punches look like they're in slow motion.
Yeah, it reminded me of that famous Chris Gonzalez fight at the fairground.
Yeah.
Shit. I got in there and fought a dude as big as Brandon. I weighed 123, supposed to be fighting 138. I've been drinking since like 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I can't believe you did that, dude. I'd have did anything to
dude,
see that. I'd have did anything to see it.
Well, they went and got me shorts and shit. I quit drinking, started drinking Coke. And we went upstairs, and I changed.
Started drinking Coke.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why I didn't drink water.
Just put
But
a
anyway,
cigarette out.
We're upstairs in this room, and I'm getting warmed up. They said, okay, some music comes on, and it was him coming out, but I couldn't see him because there was a big fucking backboard from like a basketball goal when you walked out of that room. So they play my music, and I'm walking down the stairs, and I look up in the cage, dude.
Get Chris feel the
And
floor shaking.
this motherfucker, Brandon decides, so he's about 155, 160 pounds. Talking about he was 138. But I'm thinking, I'm walking to the cage, you know what I mean? Music's on, everybody's looking at me. I was like, well, I got to fight the motherfucker now, or I'm going to look like a little bitch. So I get in there, dude, I had boxers on. They bring me a cup. I didn't have a jock strap or nothing. So me and my Uncle Steve, which is these two's dad, we went in the bathroom and we switched underwear. I took his underwear. He had some fucking whitey tighties.
Dad known for wearing the whitey tighties.
Hey, I put them motherfuckers on, put on the MMA shorts, shoved that cup in there. We're fighting, middle of the fight, the fucking cup falls out. Oh, shit. I said, oh, that's mine. I put it back in. We started fighting again. Dude, I had no business being there. First round, I tried to take him down. We kept bouncing off the cage, and he got me down and had my back, and I was fucking like balled up, almost in the fucking fetal position. He elbowed me 3 times on my fucking ear. Hurt like a motherfucker. But I felt him go up again. I'm like, you're not doing that shit again. So I turned into him, got a single leg, and I got my hips under me. I picked him up, slammed him, got him in the rear neck and choke, and the fucking bell went off for the end of the first round. I was dead, dude. I rolled over, and I was laying there. And
Chris said, hand me a cigarette.
Damn, I need a cigarette right now.
dude, like right here,
It's over. Throw in the towel.
yeah, like right here beside, on the other side of the cage was my Uncle Steve and this guy I worked with when I was working at the prison. And they threw me a bottle of water. I'm still laying there. I didn't even get up. I was like, leaned over a little bit, got a drink of water, threw it back to him. Ref said, you ready? I said, yeah. I stood up and they rang the bell. Well, my Uncle Steve was telling me in the corner the whole time. He said, he knows you're going to shoot because that guy's coach was Steve Fritz. Oh, you two might not know him. I think Brandon might. He might be old enough to know him, but he was a wrestler for Southside. Well, he was running this, like one of them MMA school things.
Yeah.
And he was this guy's coach. And he was telling that guy, he's a wrestler, stay away from him. So getting ready to start that second round, Steve goes, hey, he knows you're going to shoot. Fake a shot and punch him. So I go fake a shot, get ready to punch. Next thing I know, here comes a fucking head kick.
Oh, shit.
Well, I catch the leg and take him down, but I end up in a triangle choke. And I couldn't fucking breathe, but I circled out of it, blasted this motherfucker right in the nose, and looked at the ref and said, I'm done. They rang the fucking bell. I got the last hit in, so I'm done. They rang the bell. I got the fuck out of there, dude. My buddy was waiting in the cage side, handing me a beer.
Handed him a beer,
Dude, I was so fucking hot. So I went outside. This is like in November here in Indiana. It was cold as fuck. And I'm sitting outside in nothing but them fucking MMA shorts and a beer sitting beside me. I still felt like 100 degrees. Finally, I cooled off, went and changed, watched the rest of. Cause I was like the third, fourth fight of the night. There was still a bunch of fights to watch. So we watched all the fights. Hell, we ended up going to a bar. After that, I woke up next day. My neck was purple, my ear was purple. I couldn't hardly turn my head. It was fun, though.
Moral of the story, people, is Indiana MMA has come a long way, and I think Casey Kenny has proved that.
Casey Kenny's representing.
And also, the other moral is don't get drunk and get in the fucking cage.
No.
3 and OT. Let's go. That sounded a little close for my liking.
Sounded like it hit a fucking pole or something too. Did we just catch gunshots live on the stream?
Hell yeah, we did.
From the mean streets of Muncie, Indiana, on a Friday night, we
On
hear
the
about
south side.
we hear about 10 pop, 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 pop. Yes, that you heard right. It was some live gunshots on.
Are we hearing a car drive by? Yep. And that was a Kia Soul, wasn't it? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If we got a, you know what I'm saying?
It sounded like they were driving that way.
That car just kind of sped that way. That was a Kia Soul, and they looked like they had the lights off.
A car stopped at the corner there. I think it backed up and came. All right, welcome back to the show. Easy Money, a sports betting show, July 27th, 2021. We just went through some of today's baseball games. Let's talk some NFL futures real quick before I get to my picks of the day. Let's see. To be the number one seed in the AFC, you have the Chiefs at plus 200 as the favorite. The Buffalo Bills are your next favorite at plus 470. You have the Baltimore Ravens at plus 550. Cleveland Browns are at plus 800. Chargers at plus 1,400. I understand that having the Chiefs as the favorite, I could see them getting the number one seed again. I think Buffalo will be up there competing with them for that number one seed. The Browns, I think, could have a chance to keep competing with them at that number one seed. I think the Browns are going to be good this year. The only thing that kind of worries me about the Browns on the number one seed is their division is going to be a little tougher than what I think the Chiefs or the Bills division is going to be. Because, in the Browns division, you have the Ravens, you have the Steelers, Bengals. I'm not saying the Bengals are going to be competing for the division, but I think the Bengals are going to be better than they were last year. That would be the only thing that worried me about the Browns is they play in a tougher division than them teams. I also think the Colts could be up there, and maybe even the Titans. The Colts are at plus 1,400. Titans are at plus 1,700. I am a Colts fan, so I know you have to take this for what it is. But I also think the Colts are going to be. I think Colts are going to be tough this year. I think we'll be better than we was last year. I think Wentz is going to be a good pickup for us. So I could see the Colts being up there. The Broncos, I just don't think they have the quarterback. They have the defense, and we all know they're not getting Rodgers this year now. So these odds might change a little bit because sports books were pretty much convinced Rodgers was going to the Broncos. But as we all know, Rodgers is staying in Green Bay. So I would say that you have to go with the Chiefs and the Bills as the favorites, but I'd sprinkle a little bit of money or a little money on the Colts. And maybe a little on the Browns. Let's see what the NFC odds look like here real quick. Okay. To be the number one seed for the playoffs in the NFC, you have Tampa Bay at plus 260, Green Bay at plus 550, 49ers are at plus 550, the Rams are at plus 700, Seattle at plus 950. I think it's either going to be Tampa Bay or Green Bay, probably. Them are the top, to me, are the top two teams. I think the 49ers and Rams are going to be competing up there. But the thing about them is their division. They're in the same division, so they're going to beat up on each other some. You have the Seahawks in that division and the Cardinals in that division. So, that's probably one that could be one of the toughest divisions in football. So that worries me about the 49ers and the Rams. Green Bay's division is not going to be real tough. Not sure what. Green Bay's division ain't going to be tough. Minnesota, Chicago, and the Lions. So that shouldn't be real tough. Tampa Bay, we're not sure what the Saints are going to be. Cardinals. Panthers probably aren't going to be a real threat. I could see the Saints are always usually pretty good. We're just going to see what they are since they don't have Breeze no more. But I like Tampa Bay and Green Bay as the top 2 picks there to be the number 1 seed in the NFC. Or AFC champion conference outright. AFC champion. You have the Chiefs as the favorite. Bills are next. Chiefs are favorite at plus 250. Bills are at plus 550. You have the Baltimore Ravens the next at 650. Browns are at 750. And then the Colts at plus 1,300. Again, Chiefs and Bills you got to have right up there at the top. And I think the Colts could be a team to compete, and maybe the Browns too. NFC champion. You have the Buccaneers as the favorite at plus 300. The Packers are the next favorite at plus 550. To me in the NFC, them are the 2 teams that have. Them are the 2 teams it's probably will come down to be against. Like I said, the 49ers I think will be good. I think the Rams are going to be good with the addition of Stafford. But their divisions are what scares me, is trying to get through that division. So I like the Packers and the Bucks there. Tomorrow we're going to tomorrow we'll start breaking down the divisions and give a pretty thorough breakdown of each team in each division and who we think is going to come win each division. We'll do that tomorrow on the Easy Money, a sports betting show, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Okay, before we get out of here for today, let me get to my picks of the day. All right, in Major League Baseball, I like the Orioles over the Marlins. Both these teams, neither one of these teams are at the top of their divisions or anything. Both these teams aren't very good teams. You have Alcantara on the mound for the Marlins. He struggled his last start. And the Orioles have won 6 of the last 7. And Watkins is making his 3rd start or his 4th start of his career. And he's won 2 and lost 1 so far in his starts. I think the Orioles are just on a little bit of a hot streak here, and I like them at the plus money. Next game I like is the Brewers over the Pirates. Brewers are just a better team. Brewers are 7-3 against the Pirates this season. Pirates are 21-33 against teams with a winning record. I like the Brewers money line in this game. Let's see. All right, next game I like is the Reds and the Cubs. I like the Reds over the Cubs today. Cubs beat the Reds last night in a walk-off in the 9th. I like the Reds at plus money day at plus 160. I like Gutierrez has been pitching solid for the Reds, and I look for the Reds to get turned around today. Then I like the White Sox over the Royals. Cease has just been he's been one of the better pitchers for the White Sox. He's been solid. And Keller for the Royals has not been very solid. These are 2 teams on different trajectories. I like the White Sox money line in this game. And then the next game I'm going to take the Giants over the Dodgers. I just think Giants have a little bit of advantage in the pitching matchup in this game. And these are 2 teams that are battling for the top of the division. But I'll go with the Giants there. So to recap, I like the Giants, the White Sox, the Reds, the Brewers, and the Orioles are the games I like for today.
I ain't like them 'cause I'm all
Don't forget we're live Monday through Friday with Easy Money, a sports betting show, 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Come join us. We're giving out winners. We're also live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. GSR Gonzo Sports Room. That's our sports talk show. Come check it out. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room. You can find me on Facebook at Chris D. Gonzalez, Twitter at Chris Gonzalez or at Gonzalez Sports. Also, we now have merch. Check out our merch page at streamlabs.com/Gonzalez Sports /merch. Check that out. We got a couple t-shirts, couple hats, couple hoodies. Got some more stuff coming soon. Also, you can find Easy Money, a sports betting show, and GSR Gonzo Sports Room on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Anchor Podcast, Google Podcast. About anywhere where you get your podcast from, you can find the audio versions of our shows. Also, let's give a shout out to Bazanji and Justin Starling for the music. Check out their pages on Spotify. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. We will see you guys tomorrow morning at 11 with Easy Money, a sports betting show, and at 1 p.m. tomorrow with GSR. Hope everybody has a good Tuesday. Hope everybody's enjoying watching the Olympics. They've been pretty fun to watch so far. Have a good day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Minding my business, drop more records than Guinness. Gotta be a Guinness World Record. Don't play chess nor checkers. I only play for keeps. Came out the east, boy, I'm a beast. He gotta keep the peace. That thing on him is keeping the peace. I never sleep out in the streets. Gotta stay out there, reach. With the mob, talk that talk. Seiko peace, shit. Feel so big, talking Papa, Sean and Meech. We had some pride. Put it aside. Cutting the pie. With all the guys, made mistakes and then I made up my mind. What other side? I gotta grind, I gotta grind. I gotta grind. I gotta grind. All of the time, 24/7, 365. Gotta get mine. Stay on my grind, This just in, more doing, less discussion. Killing every single beat I'm touching. Sick with it, need a Robitussin. Moving fast, but I'm never rushing. Them boys really other son. Say you poppin', but I know you wasn't.